we really haven't talked to you since the injury. How have things been for you? Was it frustrating, kind of having to sit toward the end of last year?
It was definitely frustrating. Definitely not how you want your season to end. But with the rehab, feel better now. Glad to be out on the field.
It was such a classic tackle. I mean, it looked like good form and everything, but did you know right away that you were hurt?
Yeah, some just felt wrong. But yeah, I knew right away.
Did it end up taking a lot longer than you thought? Like, what was kind of the original timetable that you had?
Um, with them kind of injuries, there's not as much of a timetable as say with a broken bone, something like that. So I was never completely sure, but the trainers took care of me, so it was what it was.
Was there a time when you felt like you were close, and then did you have setbacks? Because I know it was kind of going back and forth in some games on whether or not you were going to play.
I mean, there's some setbacks here and there, just trying to get strong, just because I lost a lot of strength there. But eventually, I got back there.
At what point did you feel like you were 100% and back and ready to go?
I would say right now, in terms of 100%, I think going out on the field, starting spring, I felt like I was real good.
Leading up to the championship game, I know there was some talk that you were going to play and that you were ready to go. What kind of happened with that?
I wasn't completely ready, and the game plan, it was just for that week was just different. So yeah.
So did you think going into it you were going to play, or did you know you probably weren't going to play much?
I wasn't sure, just because you never know. I'm ready to get my number called anytime.
So now that you feel like you're back to 100%, what are your goals for this spring? What is it that Tre Lamar has to work on to be the best linebacker he can be?
I want to work on my pass coverage first and foremost. Just knowing and be more of a field general out there, knowing exactly where I'm supposed to be as well as where everybody else is supposed to be.
What was it like having to watch on the sideline for most of the super or the in the Sugar Dome and watch that game from the side?
It was frustrating just because you want to be out there with your teammates, but the atmosphere was crazy. So obviously you'd love to play in that and feel that energy for yourself, but it was frustrating.
What were some of the hardest parts for you during this rehab process?
Just because with them kind of injuries, there's not an exact timetable, and it's really just when you get your strength back in that arm. So just not knowing exactly when and not having that timetable is probably the hardest thing.
Has there been any, have you been timid on trying to go in for tackles, during practice? Is there still some hesitation to test out that shoulder and arm?
I wouldn't say so. The trainers fixed my pads up nice, so I can go in just like I used to. So.
What did they do to the pads? How did they?
They're a little raised on the shoulder pads, so just on impact, I'm not gonna have that same effect on my shoulder.
For a linebacker who depends on those defensive tackles in front of you, what was it like to get the word that, Christian's coming back, Cleveland's coming back, Austin's coming back, and you'll have Dexter there?
You don't know, but when you hear the news, a smile comes to your face just because you're only as good as your D-line. So when you have a D-line as good as we got, you got room to make a lot of plays.
What percentage were you at the end of last year? Like when the season ended, where would you say you probably were?
I couldn't say right now. I couldn't really tell you.
You feel like you were close to being 100%, or?
I really couldn't tell you.
What have you seen out of those defensive linemen in the spring? Any let up on those guys?
No, not at all. They came back hungry. They didn't just come back to kind of go through the motions for their last year. They're hungry. They want to get that championship for this last year, and it shows on the field.
How do they make your job easier?
When you got guys like Dexter, Christian, who can take up double teams like that and leave you free in your gap, it makes a world of difference for a linebacker.
What are you seeing out of some of these younger linebackers? Shaq Smith really hasn't done a lot of playing time yet. What are you seeing out of him so far?
Shaq's been playing real good. He's starting to get more and more comfortable out there, and it's starting to show just how he's making calls, making plays nowadays that he wouldn't have made as a freshman. You see him making now.
Mike Jones, the freshman, is he still swimming a little bit so far?
In reality, just because I came as a mid-year too, you're basically a high school out there going with dudes who've been in college 3-4 years. Yeah. So there's always a transfer period that you got to get through, but I think he's doing a great job so far.